Good evening. In today's session, let's discuss regarding MSMEs. It stands for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. It was introduced in the year 2006 through an act passed by the Parliament. But what exactly are these MSMEs? In which sector they are present? They are present in both industries as well as the service sector. They are involved in manufacturing, processing, storage. Like this, they are involved in these various activities. But when it comes to MSMEs, it is considered to be one of the very important aspect with respect to the socio-economic development of the nation. It is very much related to the socio-economic development of the nation, and especially with respect to the backward areas and rural areas. And now it became one very important concept in Indian economy. In fact, it is becoming the backbone. And currently, if you look at this, you got more than 6.5 crores, more than 6.5 crores MSMEs that are present in India. Now, what should be done? If you look at the MSME, there should be some definition. What are the industries that fall under the category of micro industries? What are the industries that fall under the category of small? And what that fall under this medium industries? Similarly, service sector also. But please remember, in the recent past, the distinction between the definition of MSMEs in industries and service sector has been removed. Now. So for the purpose of examination, you need not remember separately for service sector and industry sector. Now both are same. How do you define a micro industry? How do you define small or medium industry? Right? That depends on the amount of investment and the amount of annual turnover. So these are the important points. And especially if you look at the pandemic, and that pandemic really created havoc. So many large industries also got affected very badly. And when it comes to MSMEs, they affected very badly. That is the reason why government has come out for extending a greater support to these MSMEs. Right? So meaning when you discuss about MSMEs, so this is not just providing employment opportunities. It is not just providing employment opportunities to the people in the country, but this is also playing a very crucial role in the economic development of the nation. That is the reason why these MSMEs are very important. First of all, I would like to show you some points regarding MSMEs. Then I will also show you the what was the distinction that was removed between industries and service sector in MSMEs. Then I will tell you few points that are related to MSMEs with in relation to the budget that has been presented in the recent past by the Honorable Finance Minister Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman. Stay tuned. I am opening the document now. Look at this very important concept, MSMEs. Have a look at this please closely. MSME stands for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. It was introduced through MSMED Act of 2006, Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Act of 2006. Accordingly, so a ministry has also been created with respect to this, right? And this is initiated and managed under the concerned ministry. These are the entities engaged in production, manufacturing, processing, are preservation of goods and commodities. Hopefully, when you are dealing with any topic like, economy, so you should make yourself very, very clear with certain, fundamentals. Like, here you have come across with the two words, goods and commodities. Are both the same? For a common man, that may be the same. But since you are preparing for the competitive examinations, you should be able to understand the difference between these two. Meaning, because you are going to place yourself at a higher level in the administration, you must be very careful when you are choosing your words. That is the reason why you need to know that difference. So what exactly is the meaning of each word? Here, if you look at goods and commodities, commodities are nothing but the raw material. So that raw material is processed, and you will prepare the final, this product. So once the product is ready, that is ready for, this is giving it to the consumer for consumption, and that is called the goods, right? So commodities are nothing but the raw material, and goods are nothing but the finished products. Please remember this. Now, look at this again closely. MSME sector is considered to be the backbone of Indian economy and contributed substantially to the socio-economic development. Kindly remember, whatever the program you launch, whatever the new scheme you are launching, whatever the new ministry that you are creating, everything should be aimed at the socio-economic development of the nation. And the same role is also being played very effectively and efficiently by MSMEs. It generates employment opportunities, that's really good, and also works in the development of the backward and rural areas. As per the official data of August 31st, 2021, there are presently approximately 6.3 crore MSMEs in India. Please remember this number, and whenever we get the new data, we have to update. Clear? And the distinction between manufacturing and service enterprises has been removed by making the investment amount and annual turnover similar for enterprises engaged in both the sectors. So this is what I was telling you. Meaning, so manufacturing sector, next is the service sector. There was a distinction earlier with respect to micro, small and medium enterprises. Now the distinction has been removed. So you need to remember only one concept now, which one falls under, this micro industry, which industry falls under medium or small. Clear? Because there is no distinction between, as far as the definition is concerned, there is no distinction between manufacturing and service enterprises. What is that? What is that? Let's have a look at this. Look at this now. Simple. Very easy to remember. So this is the sector or enterprise type. You have micro enterprise, small enterprise, medium enterprise. So it may be manufacturing or service. It may be manufacturing or service sector. It may be manufacturing or service sector. The definition is same for both. When it comes to micro enterprise, listen to me carefully. Please take down these points. If the investment is less than 1 crore rupees and if the turnover is less than 5 crores, then that enterprise falls under the category of micro enterprise. Similarly, if the investment is less than 10 crores and turnover is less than 50 crores, that enterprise falls under small enterprise. Then what is medium? If investment is less than 50 crores and the turnover is up to 250 crores, then it will fall under medium enterprise. And you have to remember this very clearly and closely. Whenever I say MSME, all are not same. There is a distinction. What has been removed? What has been removed is the definition, the distinction of a definition between manufacturing sector and service sector has been removed. But otherwise, there is a distinction between micro enterprise, small enterprise, and medium enterprise, and that depends on the amount of investment and turnover. Very, 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 very important. Right? Now, look at this. So these are all the, when it comes to the new definition, it introduced the concept of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. Collateral free loans to MSMEs, unsecured loans up to rupees 1 crore. What do you mean by unsecured loan? Unsecured loan is a loan that is given to the industry based on their credit worthiness. That's it. Clear? So they look at the background, and based on that one, credit worthiness, loan will be given, no collateral, that is called unsecured. Is that okay? And secured loans will be given up to 500 crores. And moratorium period offered is 12 months. It can exceed as per the bank. Manufacture and service sector MSMEs shall be considered as the same entities. Clear, these are all have been introduced during the pandemic time to support MSMEs, right? So recently what happened? Recently in the budget, the finance minister underlined that emergency credit line guarantee scheme, it has provided much needed additional credit to more than 130 lakh MSMEs to help them to mitigate the adverse impact of the pandemic. Kindly remember, this pandemic has created worse in all the sectors, and MSMEs are no exception. So obviously they should be supported by the government. Clear? And the finance minister, however, added that hospitality and related industries, especially those by micro and small, are yet to regain their pre-pandemic levels of business. This is what is understood by the government very clearly. Though enough support is being provided by the government during the pandemic to these MSMEs, it is micro and small enterprises, they are yet to regain their pre-pandemic levels, meaning they need more support, they need continuous support. Is that okay? And by taking this one into consideration, ECLGs will be extended up to March 2023. Otherwise, what will happen if this type of support is not given? Those MSMEs will collapse. And in this particular point, we are referring especially to micro and small enterprises. Am I clear? And the finance minister informed that its guarantee cover will be expanded by 50,000 crores to cover rupees 5 lakh crores, with the additional amount being earmarked exclusively for hospitality and related enterprises. So this is what is said by the finance minister during the presentation of the budget, right? Look at this. And the government is interlinking Udyam, Ishram, NCS, ASIM portals. All these have been discussed in the earlier classes. And ECLGS with the focus on hospitality and related enterprises. Revamping CGT MSC with the additional credit of 2 lakh crores. rolling out a ramp program. What is ramp? Raising and accelerating MSME performance with outlay of 6,000 crores over 5 years. Very, very, very important. These are the points that are important when you discuss about the MSMEs. Am I clear? So that's about MSMEs and the latest points that have been covered in the budget of 22 and 23. And keep reading a newspaper and keep updating the things from time to time. That's all for the day, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you so much.